This got deep.
You
really
wanna
quick.
You want to be uncomfortable as possible.
Yeah, my last year. Yeah, because then when it happens on the 365th day, and it's time to go out, you could think, all right, I wasn't just driving around with my family.
Wow,
Idiot,
throwing shade.
Why does Josh
Well,
hate
that's
Luke
what
so much?
that's what you can afford to do when you're always nice to your family.
Oh! Wow.
Yeah,
That's what it feels like to have poop in my pants.
All right, everybody, we are here again. All the cousins, all 5 of us here, and we're going to have a fun time. You guys are going to have a fun time with us. I promise. It's going to be fun. Look at us all here. We have Josh, Luke, Joel, Cody, and Dylan. I spoke in the third person.
You're right. I couldn't have done a better job than Dylan just did.
We had a debate off camera whether or not anybody could do better than me, but nobody can.
Dude, what are you auctioning off right now?
I don't know. Going once, going twice.
45, this one's sold, and on the other.
All right. Okie dokie.
See?
Cody's had too much booze.
Cody's been to a lot of auctions.
No, so what we're going to do today is talk about these, I don't know what to call these. These are some cards with some really interesting questions on them.
They're called questions.
I guess we're just going to do questions today. Philosophical questions, if you will. I don't know,
got
guys.
kind of an edge to him today.
Yeah, I'm freaking pissed off.
Joel's had enough.
Can I sit with you?
You are sitting with me. All right, so here we go. We're just going to jump right into it, guys. No messing around. Hey, stop laughing over there. This is serious business.
I hope Cody can sit with you.
He'll auction you off in a heartbeat.
Yeah, you're worth 4 beans. Here we go.
You're with.
It was 3 for the longest time.
All right, here we go. First question, guys. If you could rename yourself, what name would you choose? Josh, I did. That's what I'd rename myself, is Josh.
If I could rename myself, I remember when I was a kid for a while. For some reason, I wanted it to be Jason.
No, that's
Jason?
just
Like the
lame.
killer
That's very
from
close to
Friday the
Josh.
13th?
You
You wanted to be
Jason.
Jason?
Like the killer.
Like the killer?
I don't know why, because it's pretty close to my name. And so if you're going to change it, really change it.
You look like a Brad.
But I look like a Brad?
Or Bryson.
I'm going to be floating for the next 2
Yeah,
weeks.
say, not that Brad.
You look like a bison.
You look
like a
Snake and bison.
Are you serious, though?
Brad?
but seriously.
Brad?
He kind of likes it.
Yeah, I want to know. Burtis.
Okay, Jason.
Hands down. No,
Jason.
call me Burtis.
Burtis. He's dead. And we have our first death.
Our first on-camera death.
Oh, we've graduated. We have graduated.
But seriously,
More views.
if you'd call me anything
Burtis.
other than Burtis going forward, it's gonna be a roundhouse right to the
we have to address each other by the names that we choose for the rest of the night. So Burtis, and
Burtis.
Burtis. I don't know.
Josh. You're Josh. You're Burtis. Sorry.
Burtis Hunkerstein. No, that's my middle name. Burtis Hunkelstein.
Hunkelstein, not Hungerstein.
Don't ever correct me. Don't ever correct
Stupid
me.
cousin.
Burtis Hunkelstein.
Hunkelstein.
Gibbert.
Dude, that's a stupid name.
Frankly,
Burtis-
you really messed up.
Burtis Hunkelstein Frankenstein Britches. The Undertaker.
Dude, that's the longest name in history.
The Rock hates that guy.
I thought this was a safe space.
Can you say that?
Obviously not.
Can you say that
No.
name one more time? Full
Of
name.
course I can. It's my name.
Okay.
Louis Hunkelstein Frankenstein Britches, The Undertaker. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
Okay, Burtis Frankenstein Britches.
Wow.
Some of it. Don't even know your own cousin's name.
Yeah, don't even know your own cousin's name.
Nope,
Luke, what
no.
would you be?
Barnabas. Barnabas Jackson.
Barnabas Jackson.
Jeez. It's an action hero name.
Barnabas Jackson.
He's a martyr?
Martyr.
Okay. Luke's lost.
This guy.
Barnabas Jackson Mar-a-Lago.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
Mar-a-Lago.
How did you know?
Because you're my cousin, and I love you.
Okay.
Wow.
Confession time.
Stop.
Romantic.
All right, Joel. What about you?
Mar-a-Lago,
What would
I
you
like
be
that.
named?
Yeah.
I'm gonna see it in cursive. I'm gonna write the name on my binder.
Trump.
Carl.
Carl. You want to be Carl?
First name.
Okay. He wants to be Carl.
Don't cut him off,
Farman.
Carl Farman. Carl Farman.
dude. Why is that funny? There's no reason why that's funny, but
Carl Farman.
Because he
he's so sure about it.
obviously Farman. Carl Farman.
Carl Farman Binklebot.
Binklebot.
Dude, you look just like that.
I
You look like a.
I looked in the
Carmen
mirror and I was
Farnell?
like, who the hell are you? And that name hit me back.
All right, Cody. You're bringing around the fence.
That old saying.
Tony Pearl.
Tony Pearl.
That's a
Okay.
real name existing somewhere.
You had that holstered. You were waiting for that
Yeah.
question to be asked of you.
Luke's losing.
Dude, Tony Pearl sounds like a guy.
He sounds like an 80s bodybuilder.
I mean, clean cut.
You were so sure of that.
Tony,
Like I
Tony
said,
Pearl.
Cody, this is not the first time he's said this to somebody.
I am Tony
No.
Pearl.
Tony Pearl.
I am Tony Pearl. that guy drives a gas guzzler. You know it.
Or guzzles gas.
Or a boat.
Well,
I think
on the
he drives-
weekends.
I
He
think
pulls
drives
a boat with his F-150.
Joel, it's an F-350. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, there you
I
go.
mean, we're talking
Sounds
about Tony
classy.
Pearl.
I mean, Tony Pearl.
I don't have anything funny, but our
Never
Then
mind.
Well,
our
then
parents,
skip.
our parents were going to originally name me Chad. That was originally going to be my name.
Muska.
You kind of.
Chad Muska.
That's a random one.
Yeah,
You guys know who Chad Muska is?
He was a skater, wasn't he?
Yeah.
yeah.
Back in the day.
I could have been Chad. It could have been
Skater
Josh,
boy.
Luke, Joel, Cody, and Chad.
You
here,
look
but
kind of
no.
like a Chad, I think.
Oh,
I was
jeez.
going to be Miles Rutherford.
Oh, that's right. You were going to be
Dude,
Miles
that is
Rutherford.
not a joke.
Yeah, it was not a joke.
That
My
is a
dad was
Miles
going to. He
Rutherford.
wanted to name me Miles Rutherford.
And that was the one time your mom put her foot down
Yeah.
on his jugular.
The only time it counted.
On his jugular.
From Miles to Lucas.
That's a stretch.
That's a jump.
All right.
It says the name of a book.
What? Yeah.
From
Miles
Miles
to Lucas.
The Journey.
That's gonna be Luke's autobiography.
By what was your name?
Miles.
I don't remember.
Barnacus.
Barnabas?
Barnacus.
Barnacus? Yeah.
So, as we know in my family, for whatever reason, or at least siblings, we have two middle names: Joshua, Dan, Logan, Guthrie. And I always wondered where Logan came from, and I always wondered because I always forgot to ask.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was because my dad wanted to name me Logan.
Oh well.
Okay.
After Wolverine.
Yeah, he saw.
Yeah, no, this was in 2015.
Yeah, because that's when Wolverine was created.
Oh, Joel.
You guy. All right, next question. Cody, you got the next question. Here
Next
we go.
question. What are the largest obstacles preventing you from realizing your dreams?
You guys,
Oh,
definitely
my
you guys.
Skip.
Obviously that
Skip.
obviously that meteor that's headed towards Earth.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's my name.
Your new name?
More like Burtis.
Oh, man.
What's the largest obstacle?
Preventing you from realizing your dreams in
Oh,
life.
jeez. My personality? It's obvious.
What-
You would
what-
say that's an
is
obstacle?
money a cop out? Is that a cop out? If you say money,
I mean,
Well,
it's
my
boring
dream
as
is
hell.
money.
huh? Isn't that everyone's obstacle? They don't have enough money.
No.
Isn't that the thing?
I think my biggest obstacle is my giant third testicle. It's massive, and I can't walk straight.
Just
Dude.
always, you just walk in a constant curve.
My left leg
Joel,
goes way
that's
further than
not
my
a
right
testicle.
leg.
That's cancer, buddy. You gotta get
40
that
weeks
sorted
out of
out.
the year, you are bedridden.
Yes, I just walk in circles, freaking off direction.
Yeah.
Let it out.
You have your goal.
You had a long
You're
night.
just always left of your
It's-
goal.
yeah.
You know what to
Been
do
a
now.
long year.
It's perfect.
Largest obstacle. Oh, man. You first, Luke.
Lack of confidence in myself.
Oh,
dang.
how
Wow,
deep
this
did
is
this
all
get?
deep.
Stop.
That's so deep.
Deal with it.
God, you're so
I'm
depressing.
not going to deal with
Deal
it.
with it.
I gotta
Deal
give
with
you
it.
a
Deal
deal
with it.
That's
Deal
probably
with it.
that's like
Deal with it.
that's the true answer though.
Well, yeah.
That really is the true answer for
Well,
everybody.
I'm trying to
Watching
find a true
too much
answer.
Netflix.
Yeah. Again, which
Constantly. Just all
Speaking
the
of
time.
true answers, Burtis.
Burtis.
He's watching too much Netflix.
Binge watching.
Dude, that's extremely relatable to a lot of people.
Well, like distractions are the biggest thing that cause people to not achieve much of anything. Is you're constantly distracted.
That's why I told the truth.
Whatever your name is, you over there.
He's fading.
Who you? Oh no, you're Tony Pearl. What was your name?
Carl Farman.
Carl Farman. That's right.
Barbot.
I
I
forgot.
don't know.
Beetlebot.
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 Got it.
Oh man. Well, first I gotta think. What is my dream?
Well, mine is time. That's the biggest
Your
obstacle.
dream is time?
No, not my dream, but like the biggest obstacle is
Mr.
time.
Sandman.
Like there's just not enough time in the day to do everything you want to do.
Dude, there's 24 hours.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
There's so many hours.
There's so many hours?
Well, between like you're trying to balance your personal life and then the things you have to do in
never
order to
tried to
survive,
Like
and then-
marriage getting in the way.
yeah, like get in the way. But no, like
real.
you're trying to balance all the things you do for fun, and all the things you have to do to survive, and all the things you want to do that are your dreams. All those things you have to do in a, let's be honest, an 18-hour day. There's 24 hours in the day, but you can't do it all in 24 hours. You got to sleep sometime.
Wait till you have kids.
Whoa,
Seizure!
I told him. Father seizure. Yeah, it brings on the seizures.
Sorry, guys.
I'm back. Trying to do it all in a day. I guess nobody's got anything.
No, because look. Okay,
I told you, I'd spill my guts out.
Yeah, I know, and we're all annoyed.
I love real answers.
Well, all right, Cody
Well,
has spoken
then,
truthfully.
Did you give one?
No.
Strap in. No,
Strap
because
in.
no, it's a good question. Because first you have to actually think: do I have a defined, clear dream? Which that in itself is a question I don't want to consider.
Whoa.
You don't want
about
a
it.
dream?
You don't want a dream. You don't want to consider a
You don't have
dream.
any aspirations when you wake up?
No,
You just want to be successsul.
successful.
When you wake up, what do you want to do? What's the one goal you have in mind?
Wake and bake.
Wake and bake?
I want to wake and bake.
You want to bake?
No, so so multiple. One is to be extremely financially successful, and the other one is to also be creatively satisfied.
Those are very arbitrary goals.
Okay, I want to be. Oh, sorry, let me whittle it down for you. Rich,
No, like,
and I want to make music.
define rich and creatively successful.
Rich
still
means,
confused.
Rich means that.
You don't have to worry about money.
Yeah,
for sure.
I take.
How much is that?
I don't. I'm not really sure, but
Yeah, that's the problem.
Well, okay.
Nobody's ever sure of that.
You want to have a lot of
But
money.
that's why it's an arbitrary thing.
Here's the goal: is I want to take money out of the equation.
But how much money is that? That's the question.
Well,
Nobody could ever answer that.
no, you can answer it. It's at least more than liquidity-wise, $1 million in the bank.
So $1 million.
Approximately. It's hard to say. It depends on what your your monthly. Excuse the French. Well, I won't say it. What your monthly.
Yeah, they,
You know.
they say on average, if you're used to $100,000 salary, you need $5 million in the bank.
Whatever.
They say.
Okay, look, I could if I thought about it, maybe come up with a number, but whatever that number is, it's so that money is taken out of the equation, so that you're not thinking, hey, I'm worried about making this or that.
You don't
payment.
worry about finances.
Yeah, and then
All that's covered.
Well, yeah, and not just not
then
worried
some.
about finances, but also, hey, I want that, and you can
Yeah,
buy
yeah.
it within reason.
Right.
I
Yeah.
want a country.
Yeah.
So that
You don't want a
but then
country?
I also so speaking of balance, you also so that's like the materialistic whatever side. I don't really think it is because I think it's not having that stress is more than just materialistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But on the other side is being able to satisfy whatever creative urges.
Own your own Taco Bell.
See, I think
Amen,
the,
brother.
No, design the floor plan of my own Taco Bell.
I think the second part is way
Multiple
more
bathrooms.
important than the first
Multiple
part.
bathrooms.
No, I think they're equally important because
No, I think the second one is what gives way to the first one. Like the second one makes the first one irrelevant. Because if you're satisfied creatively and doing whatever it is you want to do, you won't really care how much money you're making.
Unless you're living on the street.
Yeah, no. Look, I went to Musicians Institute, and the reason I have this philosophy is because I've met a lot of people who are doing exactly what they want creatively, and they're really unhappy people. Because they were stressed about just living and being comfortable or not worrying about their future or whatever.
That's why a lot of actors tell the same story of like starting out. Like they're waiters for 10 years and they hate their lives. They're doing what they love, but they're still worried about like making rent.
Yeah, you can't have one without the other. And it's not that you in order to be satisfied creatively or just generally happy, you have to absolutely take money out of the equation. That's just my personal preference. But so, anyways, if that's the goal, then the obstacle each is the other's obstacle. The more time I spend trying to reach the financial goal, I have to sacrifice the creative one and vice versa. Joel, your turn.
I think I already
Joel.
answered.
Your turn.
Oh,
Go,
next
go,
question.
Joel.
No, I thought you were going to answer the question.
Oh.
What was the question?
What obstacles?
What's stopping you from accomplishing your dreams?
I said Netflix. Next question. What does your perfect day look like? Lucas?
Netflix.
Yeah. 100% Netflix. I wake up, Netflix is already on.
That's a requirement.
I don't even have to press play.
That's a given. Anissa,
don't have to shower.
You set her alarm 10 minutes before you wake up.
Yeah.
She's got to put on Netflix.
Turns on the heater. Makes me feel all warm.
Day, Luke. Perfect day.
I don't know. I get to spend a bunch of time with the fam.
Oh,
And then
this
also,
is God.
I get to spend some time doing some sort of project on my own.
You busy, Luke?
Oh, so you like to be creative with your hands.
Yes. Are you becoming more of a handyman there, Luke?
Yes.
In these days?
I like that because I like to do the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't have I
You don't have hands.
don't have hands.
If I get
If I had hands like yours,
if I get to go out to the garage workshop during the day, it's a good day.
if I had a garage, it'd be fantastic.
Lots of things.
Simple
would be-
man.
that-
Joel.
yeah, that
Lots of
sounds
things
be
would be
different. How about you, Cody? What's your perfect day?
Rain, computer.
That was like last week.
Man,
that
you
was
must
all
be
last
the
week.
happiest
was,
man
dude.
alive.
Cody
That was
lived
cool.
in Seattle.
Cody was
Yeah,
all
right?
I will.
Yeah.
I'm moving with you.
Yeah.
Cody was all perked up over here by the fire where it was like pouring rain this last week. And, you know, for those who don't know, we live in Ventura, which it rains like 3 times a year.
Yeah.
So when we see it, it's literally like, wow, this is amazing. So it was happening this week. Like, this was the event of the year. So this guy was in here just like all hoodie up and by the fire on his laptop just going to town. I don't know what you were doing. Probably watching porn or something. But,
We know it.
yeah.
Way out in the open.
Yeah.
One's always better than rain.
That's not my name,
Fly
man.
that flag.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
my
don't-
name's Chad.
I don't remember the
Marcus
last.
Chad.
I don't remember the last time I didn't wear a raincoat to work.
Jeez, really?
Yeah.
Is-
Rains pretty much every day.
Do you like
That
the rain?
sounds amazing.
No.
I actually,
bet
I actually like
it gets old.
Some
probably
people,
after a while.
well, like so, at the end of, so I live in Seattle. Everybody who doesn't know, the 4 people.
they all
The
know. Trust me.
at the end of like spring, you're over it. You're like, I want summer to be here 10 days ago, but through winter it's all right. The problem is it gets so freaking cold that you have to scrape frost off your car if it's not raining every morning, which is annoying. And you could potentially slip, which I saw my wife slip a couple times on the walkway.
Did you point and laugh? Bunch?
Yes,
I did.
I specifically didn't mention that the sidewalk was icy and just watched her.
Just fall off. Okay.
You guys are right.
All right. That's what she gets.
Perfect day.
Perfect day, Josh.
Just as drunk as you can-
Blackout.
No, just right before blackout.
If I remember it, it's a failed day.
Yeah. What is that?
You know, okay, so here's a perfect day. Not a perfect day, but a perfect moment for me is when you've had like a really, really good, solid week where you feel like you were as productive as you could have possibly been. And you, like, let's say you hit a couple goals or whatever, either work or creatively. and then you feel like you've earned the right to just get as drunk as possible.
So you feel accomplished and rewarded.
No, yeah, you feel like, because here's the thing: on the weekend you end up having whatever leisure time, no matter what. But there are times when you feel like you've earned it, and there are times when you feel like you haven't. And to me, it's when you feel like you've earned whatever stupid activity, like whatever leisure, whatever waste of time that you're doing, because then it's not like an escape; it's like a celebration.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on that one, because to me, a perfect day is only, there's some context to it. It's the idea of, especially like on the weekend, when you're like I work out throughout the week, and when I try and eat healthy, like Monday through Friday, but on Saturday it's like I'm gonna go hog wild. I'm gonna break every rule I swore to keep Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure. I'm just gonna go nuts. I'm gonna eat all the junk food I want. I'm gonna drink as much as I want. I'm gonna go party and just do everything I probably shouldn't have done throughout the week.
You work out?
What's that like?
I look at a treadmill. I don't know if that qualifies.
Dude,
I would never look at a treadmill.
I helped my dad put up a umbrella today in the
This
patio.
story's not true, but I think we all know that.
And I was winded.
Yeah.
Not out of breath.
Yeah, I don't want to. I live such a sedentary life that I would rather that discussion stops here.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Cody, what's your? Oh, we already got yours.
Yeah, you got my next question, Joel.
No, Dylan, what's your?
Oh yeah.
Well, I think you kind of answered.
Yeah.
it.
I was like,
answered it.
yeah.
Luke, next question.
Yeah. You.
Which is more important, the respect of your children or your parents? Well, one of us has children.
Yeah. Well, if
This
we
is what happens when you run the show.
Yeah, idiot.
I didn't pick the question.
God, selfish jerk.
Since you know, we get it.
It's if we had children.
Guys,
No.
just because I have the best kid in the world.
Oh my god.
She's adorable.
20 years.
Yeah. When she listens to this 18 years from now, she's going to be so proud.
She's gonna be so mad at you.
Let me pick another one.
Whoa.
If you only had one more year to live, would you change anything about your life?
Cody,
Jeez.
Cray cray and the bray bray.
Cray in the brain. Well, I'd probably quit my job.
if you had one day,
Yeah.
what was the question?
If you only had one more year to live, would you change anything about your life?
Oh my god, I would change
No, I
everything.
keep everything
Yeah.
the same. Same day to day.
Yeah, right.
I'm exactly where I want to be
Yeah.
forever.
The only person that would answer that question with nothing is Richard Branson.
Yeah.
keep everything
Richard Branson.
Or
All right, so
Or or
let's change the question
I
to
call him
what's
Dick,
the
but-
first thing that
the
you
first
would
thing?
change?
the first thing you would change.
'Cause of course, we'd change
That whole
lots of-
dieting thing I've been doing.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Yeah. Don't have to worry
Like-
about anything.
Yeah.
I'm
Like,
eating.
oh
Yeah.
well, I guess it's pizza from here on out.
It's, what's funny is I
yeah.
live my current life like that.
Hence your year to live.
I would change my life insurance policy.
Yeah.
I'd probably hit some places that I've always wanted to see, maybe around the world.
The Branca.
The Branca Vista Park in Ventura.
What place do you want to see?
I would like to go to Rome. I would like to go to
France?
Ireland.
Ireland. We actually just found out we are from Ireland.
Nobody cares. And then,
It's true, they don't.
So you
Uh,
might well have been there. So I'm trying to say.
Shocking.
Oh man, Luke wins.
Yeah.
And mold.
wait, you're sunburned all the time? We know. We get it.
Yeah,
Basically, yeah.
we know.
Yeah, I don't know. I would like to travel a little bit, not too much, and then just spend as much time as possible with Cody.
Yep, I saw that one coming from a mile away.
All the days.
Just one-on-one in a room where there's no cameras.
Just
Yeah.
real,
Or windows.
just real quiet times.
I just want a ton of windows.
I got a lot of questions I got to ask him and a lot of actions I want.
This is the one time I wish you were being real with me.
Cody, what's the one thing you would change?
I quit my job.
See, he hit it on the head. That's what I would do. That would be the
I'll
first thing.
eat bad food all day.
Like what?
Just
What
alone?
would be if you had a last meal?
Oh, Pizzas. Pizzas galore.
Multiple pizzas.
DiGiorno. That's your
Hey, you know what? I don't think that's funny.
Of all the pizzas,
I love DiGiorno.
That is horrible.
but it's like
That's your favorite pizza?
there are better pizzas out there.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, it is for him.
Oh my god.
It's cheap and it's good.
I think you don't have to worry about money.
I need a budget though.
I need a
I
budget.
need a budget. However much money you have, you can afford more than DiGiorno.
For the year, yeah. Okay.
I'll
We'll
buy
do
you a
toppers.
pizza.
Toppers.
Toppers.
Ooh, that's good pizza.
That is
That's
good pizza.
That's good, but
I'd be okay
What's
with it.
okay, Joel? Let's hear it.
I don't know.
What's the best pizza you've ever had?
Pagliacci in Seattle.
What the heck
What'd
is
you
that?
say?
Uh-huh.
Pagliacci?
Pagliacci.
Is that the sad crying clown?
Monticello.
That is a sad
Marcello?
crying clown. Yeah.
You even hold the mic right?
It's the saddest thing I've ever heard.
Can't hear a word I'm saying.
Luke, what's the first thing you change?
I too would quit my job.
All right, what's the second thing?
Pagliacci in Seattle.
Quit going there.
Oh man, I don't know. I think I would do a road trip with just the family.
That's a good one.
I think I would do a road trip because like there's so many places.
Dude, your family has more than a year though, so maybe
Yeah.
you don't
You're gonna
dictate
have
their
to,
schedule.
you're gonna have to convince them to go with you.
Poor Luke.
No, I would
Quit this podcast.
There's like all kinds. What?
Said he would quit this
That's
podcast.
the only thing I would change.
I would quit this podcast. It's
You
my only
don't
job.
need much to convince him to do that.
Yeah. No, there's a ton of places that I haven't been in around me in the United States, so I would probably go there first.
I'd get that.
I would quit the 9 to 5, and then I would write out a list of things that I think I should do but don't do, or they're like make me uncomfortable, and I would just do all of those things.
Why don't you do that now?
Would that
Josh?
make you happy?
I don't know if it would, but I feel like you should like before you die, you should be like, okay, like I need to be like a better whatever, like sibling.
human?
Yeah, well, more specifically, sibling, son, friend, like whatever it is. Not cousin, because I don't care.
Obviously.
But like, and then expand that to the outside family or whatever, and just be like, okay, like why am I not? And think about it, and then just do all of those things, and make yourself as like, uncomfortable as possible.
Oh, this got deep.
You
real
wanna
quick.
You want to be uncomfortable as possible.
Yeah, my last year. Yeah, because then when it happens on the 365th day, and it's time to go out, you could think, all right, I wasn't just driving around with my family.
Wow.
Idiot.
Throwing shade.
Why does Josh?
Well,
hate
that's
Luke so much?
that's what you can afford to do when you're always nice to your family.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like to have poop in my pants.
Josh has to make up some ground through his life.
Yeah. I'll be chasing my family who's driving.
Wait for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then on that, when the time comes, you can think back and you could be like, all right, like I checked all the boxes, and I did all the things I thought I wanted to do, should have done, could have done, but I was like afraid or whatever.
Anyways, next question, please.
What change would you most like to make for your health?
Oh man.
Whoa.
More alcohol.
Most like
Dylan,
to make
go
for your
first.
health? Well, you know, as some people know, I recently got engaged.
Get unengaged.
So I am doing my, I hope my best. Or else I don't know what else is going to take.
Sounds like you're not.
Probably not.
Yep.
But I am going to the gym and trying to eat as healthy as possible. I, leave the weekends open to cheat as much as I can, but for the most part, I feel like I'm
That's
doing...
how I actually am in relationships.
Oh, well, okay. But, yeah, I try and eat pretty healthy throughout the week and exercise, stay away from alcohol during the week, but, Friday night, Saturday, it's a no-holds bar, baby. But other than that, yeah, I feel like that's a good plan to stay on. Just in general, I don't do that just necessarily for the getting engaged for a wedding, whatever. I'm trying to do it in general.
Look, once those nuptials are said, you let go.
Yeah. Well, no, like I'm not kidding. When I was living in LA, you guys think I'm making this up? Like Monday through Thursday, every night it was chicken breast and broccoli for dinner. Every night.
That sounds terrible.
And that was before you were engaged.
Yeah. It's called discipline.
That's how you get engaged,
Nope,
Joel.
that sounds terrible.
I know how you get engaged.
It's not as bad as you think, but it saves you
Disengage.
money too, because it's just like regimented
That's how
recipe.
you disengage.
It's why I am the way I am today, guys.
No wonder.
Yeah, that's why that diet never took off.
Yeah.
Exactly. How about you, Cody? What would you change?
I lose 30 pounds.
Why 30? Why not
Jeez.
25?
I'll lose 30 pounds
You
of
be
fat
anorexic.
and gain 30 pounds of muscle.
For my height to weight ratio,
No way. 30 pounds.
I should be 150.
Get out of here.
No,
How tall are you?
I'm 5'11".
You're not.
you're thin as a rail.
5'11". No, 5'10". I'm probably 5'10".
That's like thin as a rail.
150?
I know, probably 170.
Are you basing that on the BMI index or
Yeah.
just BMI?
I don't think that's
Cody.
real.
The BMI index, I think,
You
is
don't carry
skewed
any
toward
extra weight.
That's the thing. You can be muscular and be overweight technically based on the BMI index.
Like when we were doing the movie Social Norm and we were filming that, I was as light as I had been since I was in high school. I lost a lot of weight to be in that movie or just play that role. I was down to 185, and I'm 6'2". And on the BMI chart, that's just barely not overweight. And I felt like weak, like thin as a rail. So I think people need to maybe reassess the BMI a little bit. So maybe I think you need to...
You know what? Someone had to say it, Dylan. I'm glad you did.
Yeah, so what I'm trying to say is be overweight,
BMI.
buddy. Be
You gotta do
overweight,
something
buddy.
about that.
Be overweight.
Call the scientists.
Call the scientist.
Change
Hello,
it.
Mr. Scientist.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
I always get the answer machine.
No, but like I felt weak. Like when I felt that thin, I just felt I had no muscle mass. I was just hip bones sticking out for miles, and I was like, what the heck?
Sounds like you were in a car accident.
Sticking out for miles.
That sounds like cancer.
All right.
I would. I mean, to be more healthy. That's the question. What I would do?
Yeah.
I'd probably just try to be more active. I feel like living in Seattle, it's like always like dark, cold, wet. So I don't get outside and like hike or like run as much as I should.
Especially because you guys got a lot of good woodsy areas.
Oh yeah, but you just have to be willing to get out there and like be in the cold. And I'm not.
Don't do that.
Well, I'm not willing
No,
to
stay
do that.
inside.
Don't ever go
But I
outside.
should be. That's my point. So to be more active. I mean, I couldn't be more boring than that.
Yeah, it's pretty
Train
boring.
in Rocky 4.
Lucas Danner. I mean Barnabas.
Barnabas.
What was it?
I'd probably smoke more weed.
More.
More weed.
You can't possibly.
But seriously,
no.
are you buying?
No.
Because there's a store down the street.
Yeah, it's all yeah. I don't know. I'd probably eat less pizza, drink less booze.
Who cares about this question?
Again, very relatable.
Yeah.
All right,
I don't
you know what I would do is what I've been wanting to do for a long time, but it's really hard, which is cut out sugar.
That's
yeah.
it's really difficult to do.
Well,
Refined
it's
sugar.
difficult logistically, much less like emotionally.
Right.
You mean refined white sugar?
What
Yeah.
sugar do you? What is like your sugar queen?
Who's your sugar queen,
That-
baby?
that- when I said I'm gonna change my name, it was either between Burtis or Sugar Queen.
Sugar Queen.
Stage name.
Sage name.
What, are you asking what my favorite thing is that has sugar in it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, sure.
You idiot.
Big dumb question. Does alcohol have sugar in it?
Yeah.
It does?
Everything has sugar.
It does?
basically.
Like liquor?
Alcohol is sugar.
Yeah.
It's a kind of sugar.
Okay.
But I think my favorite. sorry, Joel. Sorry. But,
Joel's fading fast.
You know what? Okay, so I'll tell you right now. It's so funny. It's so gross that I hesitate on admitting it, which is I like energy drinks.
Ew!
See, that's why I didn't want to say it. Yeah, I hate it. I hate that I like them because they're
Bull,
so
right?
bad for you.
You're a Red Bull
I
guy.
like Red. I know I stopped drinking Red Bull for coffee, but then I fell off the wagon.
Oh, jeez. Relapse time.
No, and I went. So next to my work, there's this place, and I was jonesing. I was chasing the dragon for some Red Bull, and I went up and I asked the checker, "Where's your Red Bull?" I had a gun in my pocket, and she looked at me like she hated my soul inside my body.
Yeah.
And she was like, "This isn't organic, sir." I was like, I just backed away slowly.
Can you repeat that?
It was like, "This is organic."
Did you give her CPR?
Yeah.
You probably
She's
needed
having a
it.
stroke.
Yeah.
And I said, "You didn't answer my question." And so it's like, apparently it's like organic. And she's like, "But we do have organic energy drinks." I'm like, "You're having a stroke. You're having a stroke." And so I went, and in my mind, I'm like, "Oh, it's organic energy drinks." So like, this is like, okay. And then I drank a couple, and I looked at the label, and all organic means is that just like natural sugar, just a shovel of natural sugar.
Shovel of natural
and
sugar.
someone's like, "Dude, look at the label. That's the equivalent of like 3 Mountain Dews."
Just pure sugar.
And I grabbed their jaw. I said,
And pulled it.
And I said, don't take this away from me. And I've drinking that drink every day since. That's not a joke.
Dude.
No.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's bad.
So you went from Red Bull to this other sugary drink.
Well, I was drinking. All right, everybody. You know what? Just skeleton's coming out. 4 Red Bulls a day for 2 years.
4 Red Bulls a
So
day.
the small ones.
Yeah.
Because
Did you ever look at the nutritional value? How much crap is in that?
I don't. Does it sound like I was worried about the nutritional value?
Well, smokers smoke packs a day. So.
I know, but they're not reading the ingredients.
Oh, they know.
The ingredients.
Yeah.
Cigarettes.
Paper.
There's only a few. Yeah, there's only a few ingredients that they
No,
know.
it was 4 a day, and then because the company, because I like them, and the company was supplying them, and then they stopped buying them, and I was like, okay, here's my chance to just cut it out. And I never drank coffee, so I started drinking coffee. But then, like I said, in the last couple weeks, fell off the wagon because I found that organic energy drinks just worse for me. So, anyways, cut out sugar.
It's not that hard.
Good one.
It's not that hard.
You cut out sugar?
Yeah, it's difficult.
I did for several months. Then I didn't do it anymore.
Yeah. Sounds like it's pretty hard.
It's tough.
Anyways, all right, Dylan.
All right, so we got one. Ah, jeez. I'm choking, guys.
you need to cut out sugar.
We got time for one more. And it is, what event or situation in your life caused the most personal growth in you?
Oh, this is a good one.
Whoa.
The first time I ever drank alcohol.
Personal growth, as I should say.
Turned into a
I
new
grew about
person.
2 feet.
Which event or situation, say, caused the most personal growth
Oh my
in
goodness.
you? Whoa. Jeez.
This question
Jeez.
did something to Cody.
I know. That's a
That's
deep
my
one.
personal growth right now.
Gives you some personal
That's a
growth,
good
you
question.
will.
I have no idea.
Which one caused
Man, I
the
should have
most?
thought about this before.
Yeah,
our
I wish you
podcast.
didn't ask that.
Yeah, you gotta think about it. I'll start. I think the one was moving to LA and living on my own, working a really intense job in a big industry. That all happened at the same time for me.
Yeah,
And
that'll do
that was a big, like, okay, this is a whole different life you're living now. Because I had worked a lot of jobs up to that
You
point.
can like the life you're living,
What was that you said?
or you can.
Like the light.
Like the light? Yeah, we got
You
it.
like
Musical.
to live in.
But yeah,
Chicago.
when you move to a whole other town, you're now officially living on your own, and you're working for this big. I worked for Sony Pictures, so it was this big motion picture industry. So it's like you're working with the big dogs, and you're down there and you see a bunch of celebrities, and it's just a
Why are
bunch
you
of
from
gags.
Boston all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Big guys.
We're
Working
with
with
big
big
bags.
bags.
Yeah.
The hell?
Thank you, Josh. You helped me out.
All right.
Oh my god.
Yeah, long story short, moving to LA, it's
Yeah.
like fish out of water type of situation. So that helped me experience life in a lot of ways and helped me basically be independent in a lot of ways. That's it. That's the short version. Yeah.
Cody?
Cody, you're first. Or second.
Probably working on that movie of mine.
Oh!
And,
Go deeper.
Yeah.
12-year endeavor.
Yeah.
We didn't say what
Now
had the most
13 years?
detriment to your personal growth.
And being a manager.
Ooh. How was the
about
manager?
being a manager?
Ain't that the truth?
Man,
What have you
a lot of
learned?
things.
What do you learn about managing people?
A lot of
People are
psychology.
dumb.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, how dumb
hate
people are?
What's the biggest thing you've
I
learned
am.
about being a manager?
What?
What's the biggest thing you've learned about being a manager?
Oh God,
You learned about God?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm managing.
It's a really religious company.
Experience.
There is no one size fits all approach.
One size fits all approach, you said?
There's no one size fits all.
Oh,
See,
that's it.
I hand a 12-foot shoe to all my employees. That's all.
That's all I do is hand out shoes.
This will solve your problems. Want to pay raise? Here's a shoe.
Mine's similar to Dylan's. It's moving to Seattle was a biggie.
Yeah.
Getting a one of them real jobs.
This is a real job, not a
One day.
fake
Working
news
at
job.
One of them desks with that computer there.
A real job seems to be
Joel's
justified by
exhausted.
how much it is.
What now?
It seems like there's like a dollar amount that defines like a real job.
Yeah, I hit that dollar amount.
Yeah.
Well, it's also some
Joel's rich.
or not dollar amount, but usually it's something that implies career.
Nah, it's a dollar amount.
Yeah, you're right.
You can have a
I'm
career at
embarrassed.
McDonald's.
$12 an hour.
No, meaning you're not. This is not my job until I fill in the blank.
Hit that dollar amount.
Do X.
So I hit that
I-
dollar amount.
I think it's more responsibility than the dollar amount.
Will you keep
Or is it
down?
job? Or is it job title?
I don't know, because, I mean,
Depends how often you're jumping around jobs.
Because
that
job title goes a long
will-
way.
Yeah, job title can go a long way if it's on your resume.
Yeah. And it's also more of like the social, because you don't usually share your dollar amount with everybody else. It's more of if we're talking about status, everybody
Right.
knows the title.
Yeah,
That's what's like really going to shape you to the public.
right.
King of the president.
I'm never gonna tell anybody.
king of the presidents.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna put cashier on my resume.
Yeah.
That's all I have on
Yeah.
my
I'm
resume.
gonna say money management.
Yeah. Instead of money management,
Dollar
Albertsons.
management. Yeah.
Luke.
Well, guys, you
Yeah,
already
I
know
know.
what you guys are
I
you already
know.
know what I'm gonna say.
It was having a
What?
daughter.
Yeah.
The
No,
old-
it was the event that led to having a daughter.
No, it's having a kid.
In the hospital?
Having a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, the event. Yeah.
Was it like they always say, Luke? Was it just like the moment where you're like everything else numb? You're just like, oh, that stuff meaningless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
let me
Alright,
ask
yeah.
you. Let me ask you this question: So there's like a long lead up, right? From what I've heard, approximately 9 months.
Supposedly, that's what the scientists say.
Yeah, according to fake news. And so you have a lot. There's a lot of runway in terms of preparation. So like, to what degree, despite all of that preparation, are you just not prepared?
Oh, that's a good question.
I know.
You're
I know.
you're mostly not prepared. Yeah,
70%.
Yeah, like I'd say a solid 80%. Not
See, now that to me is the craziest part, is that like anytime you have 9 months to think about something and you're 80% not prepared, like, yeah, that'll shape your personal growth.
but it's
I feel like that's the case for like everything you're trying to prepare for.
Yeah.
but it's,
Unfortunately, probably right. Yeah.
it's not something like you can prepare for like the little things. Like you can prepare for, having a space for the child to
Right.
like
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah.
all that
The
stuff.
practical stuff.
Nesting, like all the practical stuff.
Logistically, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But like you have to know the child to like know how to parent them, and like every kid's different, right? Like you can't say like I know what kind of parent I want to be. You can say that, but like it depends on what your kid responds to, what they react to, like what type of parenting they, all that stuff. So it's like you kind of have to learn on the go. There's no way that you can become prepared. And that's where you kind of take solace. Is like, okay, I'm not
What's your get out of jail free card.
Yeah, like there's no way you could read every book on the planet and not be prepared. So it's like, okay, well, you just got to kind of roll with it.
That's terrifying. It's very scary.
Okay. Scared out of my wits.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that there's always some like hesitation and like I don't know, like you just mentioned terrified. I think everybody's always scared of having that kid, and I think that might be a lot to do with it, which is when you're not prepared. It's that emotional side of it. Like I was not prepared emotionally for like how I was going to handle this, because you don't know how you're going to feel until it happens. So it's just like this unknown thing, and anything unknown, you're always terrified of it because you're like, I don't know what's going to feel like.
It's also the weight of responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, the biggest responsibility of your life, literally a child's life is in your hands, and you have to handle it the right way.
Well, the mother's hands. The dad can just do whatever he wants.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
It's mom's problem.
I'm gonna try the absentee method.
I like
tried and true.
it's not even that isn't even like something that really you feel weighed down by. At least me, like it's not something that like weighs on you as like you think about it all the time. It's like that's just there and it's natural. Like you're just like, yes, I care for this human. It's like you and your wife. Like you care for that person. You want to take care of them. You love them. That's how it is, right? Like that.
Yeah.
It's not like a burden on you. Like that's just you want to take care of them.
Yeah.
That's how it is with your child. Like you want to take care of them. It makes you happy. You love them. That's it.
Yeah.
Meaning, it's not a burden; it's a pleasure.
Yes, exactly.
Right. Yeah, but it is a burden.
To be fair, you're right.
For Joel's wife. Joel's wife is
Giant bird. Oh, my little giant bird, bundle of joy.
All right, Josh, bring it home.
Give it pause for a second. Just give it the best answer you possibly can.
Yeah. Just like do super.
All right, I'll go that route.
Super good job.
Just make sure everybody who listened up to this point is really glad they listened up to this point.
Anything but mediocre. Come on.
I don't want to think of anything in those terms. I think I've done a good job of putting myself in situations that have produced growth one way or another, meaning like making yourself uncomfortable, blah, blah, blah. But one of the things that comes to mind is that at one point I started reading a lot. And so in the last couple of years, I don't know, 150 books, something like that. And that. Only because it's like almost for the expressed purpose of personal growth. Meaning learning about other things that you wouldn't learn about otherwise unless you intentionally went out of your way to do so. And then there are things that like were explicitly about personal growth. Like reading books about personal growth. Or like different philosophies or people with just different opinions. Things that are outside of your day-to-day wheelhouse.
Yeah, but Curious George can only get you so far.
Yeah, well, especially, but unless you read the same Curious George book
over and
150 times. Because around 140, you're like, I get it.
You start to get it.
I get it.
I get this.
Yeah.
Curious George goes to Canada.
Yeah, but to be fair, Goodnight Moon, you can learn about stocks a lot from that.
Yeah.
It's a lot to be learned.
And I just sound them out the best I can.
You're on page 8 so far.
That's it.
All right. Well, thank you everybody out there for watching or listening to us. Talk about our lives as if that's important.
Yeah, we apologize.
Yeah, I'm sorry you guys stayed tuned this long. Well, you guys should subscribe to our YouTube channel or check us out on SoundCloud or iTunes or Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. I swear we're there. If you guys don't believe us, you should check us out there and then just confirm. Because I'm not sure if we are.
It'd be funny if we were there and have any of those accounts.
Everybody keeps checking. They're like, where are they? We can't find them. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next week. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.